What would you do if your dreams were ridiculed by the people you loved most, only for the world's richest visionary to bet millions on your vision? Elliot Parker stood in the dim glow of his makeshift garage lab, surrounded by tangled wires and flickering monitors. At 24, he was the odd one out in the Parker familia clan of practical, no-nonsense accountants and lawyers who valued stability over dreams. To them, Elliot's obsession with virtual reality was a childish fantasy, a waste of a brilliant mind that could have followed their footsteps. At every family dinner, their voices dripped with mockery. "Still playing with your goggles, Elliot?" his father would quip, while his sister, Claire, rolled her eyes. "When are you getting a real job?" Even his mother, the kindest of them, offered pitying smiles, urging him to be realistic. But Elliot wasn't chasing a paycheck. He was chasing a world where imagination knew no bounds. His startup, Visionverse, aimed to create VR experiences so immersive they could heal trauma, teach skills, or let people live moments they'd never otherwise know. He'd spent years coding, soldering, and testing prototypes, pouring every cent of his savings into it. Sleepless nights blurred into days, fueled by cheap coffee and a stubborn belief that he could change lives. Yet, the louder his family laughed, the heavier his doubts grew. Was he a fool to believe in this? One rainy evening, as thunder rattled the garage, Elliot's phone buzzed with an email that stopped his heart. Subject: Visionverse acquisition interest. The sender? XAI, the tech giant led by none other than Elon Musk. They'd seen his demo at a small VR expo, crudely built, but revolutionary in its emotional depth. They wanted to meet. They were talking $18 million. Elliot's hands shook as he read the figure again, his mind racing. This wasn't just validation, it was a lifeline. He kept it secret, even from his family. The dinner that weekend was the same as always. His father's lectures about wasted potential, Claire's jabs about his sci-fi nonsense. Elliot bit his tongue, the weight of the email burning in his pocket. He wanted to scream, to tell them they were wrong, but he held back. He'd show them instead. The meeting with XAI was surreal. In a sleek San Francisco office, surrounded by engineers who spoke his language, Elliot pitched Visionverse with a fire he hadn't felt in years. He showed them the demo, a VR world where users could confront fears, relive cherished memories, or learn complex skills in minutes. The XAI team was silent, then erupted in questions, not doubts, but awe. Musk himself, leaning back in his chair, gave a rare nod. "This," he said, "could redefine how we connect to reality." By the end, they didn't just want to buy Visionverse, they wanted Elliot to lead its integration into their neural tech division. When the news broke, it hit like a shockwave. A tech blog leaked the $18 million offer, and suddenly, Elliot's name was everywhere. His phone buzzed endlessly: friends, old classmates, and, inevitably, his family. The same family who'd scoffed at his dreams now called with a different tone. His father's voice was unsteady, almost reverent. "Elliot, why didn't you tell us?" Claire, usually sharp-tongued, stammered apologies. His mother cried, saying she always knew he was special, but their words felt hollow. Where were they when he needed their faith? Elliot stood in his garage, now a symbol of his triumph, and felt a tangle of emotions. Pride, yes, but also a quiet ache. He'd proven them wrong, but at what cost? The family dinners he'd once craved would never feel the same. Yet, as he slipped on his VR headset and stepped into a world of his own creation, he realized something profound. The validation he'd sought wasn't in their apologies or even Musk's millions. It was in the countless lives Visionverse could touch, people who, like him, felt unseen but dreamed big. He forgave his family, not because they deserved it, but because he didn't need their approval anymore. The world he'd built was bigger than their doubts, and it was just the beginning.